All right, what's up, guys? Now, part two. Here we go. Just finished a press pass live, and we're going to jump right into an all-22 as I share with you my offensive strategy thought process as I go through this. And so if you're checking this out for the first time, or if you're here in the OMFL and you've never seen an all-22, this is where our OMFL leaders, experts come on and usually share tips and tricks, but I'm the only one available tonight, so I figured I wanted to do one of these and get it out to you. And let's talk about offense. I'm not one of the top offensive players, but I feel like I know a thing or two, so I'm going to share either tips or tricks, things that you might find super useful, things that you could plug in right away if you're trying to improve your offensive game, or just kind of how you're trying to build your team, and maybe this helps somebody. So come hang out with me, and let's get right into it. All right, so I've kind of went back and forth about how is the best way to do this. One of the things I'm definitely doing in my games or during my games is kind of coach out loud or talk out loud about what I'm thinking and how I'm building my team, or what I'm thinking on the play calls or on a drive, or just kind of share some of those thoughts so that people might be able to pick up on things that either is from a different perspective that they can add, or a thought process. And so I think the best way to do this is I'm just going to do random play on both sides and just kind of let it play it out. I'll kind of tell you what I would be thinking on the offensive side if I was facing a defense in that formation. Now, it is CPU random play. We'll kind of put two weird matchups like goal line against shotgun, different stuff. So we'll try to get out of those plays, but we'll see if we can't find different plays that kind of allow me to share how I think on offense. If you're checking us out for the very first time, you've never seen us, you just kind of stumbled upon this, come check out the OMFL. It is our flagship league, a part of the Grown Folks Online community. We're just a community of games and shooters on the PlayStation 4 or 5 side now, I guess, that just kind of creates a safe space where everybody can kind of come be themselves, play their hobby or do their hobby with a bunch of super cool people. And so come check us out. Now, a few little disclaimers about my team is I've really built it to be super offensive line and defensive line heavy. So all of my guys are in the 90s or close to the 90s and above. You see I've got 3 superstar players in the offensive line. The center's 99 overall, the left tackle. Ramchek is the center. Armstead, the left tackle, is like 97, 98 overall. My right tackle, McCoy, who used to be my center, they flip-flop with Ramchek because of speed. He's like 88 or 89 overall. My right guard, who's actually not playing right now because he's hurt. He's a rookie in the NFL that is now 90 overall. And then my left guard, I think, is 86, 87 overall. So you can see I've invested very heavily into my offensive line. Same thing on the defensive line, because I want to kind of control the line of scrimmage. Of course, I have Kamara and Thomas. Harris is out here, and then I've got some young rookie or second year other receivers, tight ends, and also I have a rookie quarterback who's got some pretty decent stats. So it gives you an idea of the makeup of my team, of what I'm thinking. So if I were being shotgun right now, I'd be facing a normal base formation. Of course, I want to attack this. Of course, this play right here is going to be a run, and so clearly, right, like if you're making this play, you're in a second and long, maybe a first and long, a third and long, and you're trying to catch them in like a nickel or a dime defense so that you can gash them up the middle. In this type of play, you would think about getting out of this because clearly they're in base formation. So what I want to do is use my receivers to attack these linebackers, because they're either going to be in zone or they're going to be in man up. If they're man up, I expect Thomas to win this matchup against a linebacker. If they hit me in zone, then I want to make sure I have a deep route, a medium route, and a short route. And so I can kind of play the layers of the defense at the snap, see where the deep safeties go. That makes me decide what I want to do with the deep route on my offense. I can then see what the linebackers are doing quickly, make me decide on the medium route, and then know that I just have that short route in my pocket. So I come out in the daggers here. Of course, my deep route's going to be Harris on the fly route. My medium route's going to be Thomas on the kind of drag angle route here. And then Hess on the drag route would be my short route. I would be, if I was the offense here, I would be expecting this to be some kind of a cover 2, right? That's what I would kind of be expecting to see when I go into this. So definitely threw a bad play there. This is what's going to be hard. It's going to be talk and think through and then actually like try to play like you normally would. So I definitely got caught in a zone there, and I should have looked at Hess. It was kind of taken away. So if that were real and I'm playing without thinking about talking and doing what I'm doing, I would have just took off with McCarthy. I would have looked for a running lane and tried to get out of there. I'll see if I can try to kind of get into that mindset. So again, I'm against a nickel formation here. I know I got Hess lined up against the linebacker. I'm hoping for a zone with this kind of play call. My first read is going to be to read these nickel backs right here and this cornerback on the outside. If everybody drops deep, I'm going to try to hit Thomas right there quick. If they don't and they come up and play quick and play on them, then I'm probably going to turn my attention to Hess first. And if I think that's going to be covered, I'm quickly coming to Harris. So it's like a quick, got to make a decision fast. Hess is going to be open on this one. It gets batted away. Bad throw by my quarterback. But everybody came up short. I knew I had Hess on that deep out route, and that was where my initial line was going to go. If I was playing this, I'm probably getting out of this play. I'm facing a nickel defense. They're showing me blitz. It depends on the down and the distance. If it's first down, second and medium, I might go ahead and try to run it against this defense because sometimes you can gash people when they send the all blitz like this. But say this is a third and short, right? And I think he might actually be sending them. My first read here is going to be the tight end. If they actually send the blitz, the tight end is going to be wide open immediately. If these guys are fake blitzing, if they fall back into a zone, then I know I got Thomas coming over here. Or I'm sorry, I got Harris first and then Shepard second. And then Kamara is going to just kind of be my bailout route. So I'm going to the bailout route because nobody followed Kamara over there. They dropped back that safety, so it took away the tight end. Lattimore followed Thomas, or Shepard, I should say, straight across. It left Kamara wide open. So I would call this play, right? This is a play action shot play. Like I'm calling this play on a 1st and 10, right? Maybe after a turnover, or if I've had a nice little drive and I just want to take a shot because I'm in field goal range. So let's say this situation that you say here is exactly what we have. 30-yard line, 1st and 10. I'm going to call a shot play. My first read is going to be the tight end. Actually, I'm sorry. My first read is going to be Shepard. So on the play action, if this free safety or strong safety bites up, I'm thinking about going to the outside. If it's super tight coverage, this is Lattimore. It's a good player. My initial read after that, after I know that safety's dropped away, is can I hit Hess breaking out? Now, if this is a zone call, I'm going to look for Thomas. And if they cover that zone in the middle, I'm going to look to take off with McCarthy. I threw out of a sack. Hess was open. Hess is my backup tight end, though. So this is a good play on first down, 2nd and medium. That's where I like to call this, or even a 3rd and short. If the guy's been blitzing me a lot, sticking a lot of people in the box, I might call this type of play in a 3rd and short. First read is going to be to read the cornerback. If the cornerback's playing a deep zone, I'm going to look circle first, so Shepard in that post route to hit right in the middle of a deep zone. Or if that's going to be covered up, then maybe I can, if my offensive line gives me time, let Thomas come on that crossing route. If they're playing man here, I'm looking for Hess. I just didn't have time. They sent the blitz, and before I could do anything, I threw it out. But if you look at that post route was going to be open on that play. So run play, I would actually run this one. There's no middle linebacker here. If this gets blocked up, I'm going to get a running lane, and it's going to lead to possibly a big play here. I see this outside guy is coming, so I'm probably looking to cut it up right in between Armstead and Pete, maybe even to Pete and Ramczyk. And we'll run a couple more plays here. Here, I'm just going to look to run power. I'm just going to power this one in. Hopefully everybody does their job. Gives me a little bit of a lane. There's a little bit of a cutback lane there. So this looks like it's going to be like a cover, and this is where you get the weird matchups, right? So this looks like it's probably going to be it could be a cover 2, because I know I have a cover 2 in this play. It's probably a cover 4, something like that. So I would look to try to hit Thomas on a quick out. And on that out route there, I'm waiting until the second he takes that first step. When he takes that first step to hit that route, I'm on that button and I'm going. That can lead to me throwing interceptions, which I do a lot, because if that coverage is tight, you got to not throw it. Don't chance it. Either run it or look for another route. Know what your secondary route or your get out of jail route is. So if I'm facing one safety high on a nickel or a dime formation, I think this is going to be my nickel formation. I know I got 4 down linemen coming. I got 2 linebackers in the middle, but 1 safety high. Can I push him deep? So if this guy floats back, I'm going to look for my crossing route, or maybe my fly route, my streak route, whatever you want to call it, with circle. And then X is going to be kind of my get out of jail route on this one. And Harris came open right there. They don't play the deep, my linebacker at least, doesn't play the deep zone very well. And so I usually can get it right over his head. This is a tougher call. I'm going to look Shepard first. Then I'm going to come, if they're playing a zone, maybe Harris, but maybe Kamara here with Hess as kind of a look and see here. I'm reading the safety first. I always read safety first, and then I'm coming to the linebackers, because the safeties you can kind of look at your safeties and cornerbacks at the same time, right? And you kind of know your setup if you're going to be man or zone, and then those linebackers will kind of tell you what kind of zone it is. That's a bad throw, but he still made it. I read man. I let Shepard clear out Lattimore, try to hit Hess on that outside. This is another fun play. Shepard hopefully will clear out. This does look like a zone play, so maybe I can take a shot to Shepard, or if not, I've got Hess, or I've even got Thomas as kind of my last route, and then I can run. See, now we're getting into what Madden does. I was hitting circle the whole time. It just didn't finish its animation before I pressed it, so it never registered it. I'm running this. Okay, I got 2 tight ends in. Now, in a normal formation, if my tight end's not hurt, I got a much better play here. Mac is not a good blocking tight end, so I may flip this, right? I'm going to get this to my good blocking tight end, but I feel like I got numbers here to make a good play. Nice little hole there, little lane. Press it, get what you can get out of it. So I know that they're playing deep, even if they're playing man, they're 6 yards, 7 yards off of the man. So with these drag routes, I know that I got an easy dump off here, either to Harris or to Thomas. I'm probably looking Harris because he's so fast, but my first look is going to be to Shepard. Can I get Shepard on an out route? All right, 3 more plays and we'll wrap it up. This again, I would just be IDing no. ID the mic here. All right, and you're just trying to gash him, right? You're just hoping that you catch them in a bad play, and you can gash him for some yards. Ooh, that's why I don't run those plays right there. All right, so you know that you got a blitz coming from somewhere. This man came up. I'm going to look and see. I know I've got Hess, right? I know I got Hess coming around. I may actually see if my line gives me time, if I can hit Shepard or Harris here, but Hess is probably going to be my route here. Ooh, that's what you call bad tackling there. Again, just get it out quick. They didn't give me the time that I wanted. They sent a lot of rushers and need to get it out. All right, 2 more plays. So this kind of play, I'm looking for Mac first. Hopefully I catch him in man defense or a blitzing defense here, and I can hit Mac on a quick out route. If they play zone, I'm going Thomas, Shepard, that kind of read. Thomas in the zone. He just sits down. Nice, easy throw. Take your 15, 20 yards or whatever you get out of it. All right, 1 more play. So one safety high, I love this play against a one safety high, right? Because the first read is, can you hit Thomas deep? Now, if they're playing zone, you have to know that that deep post route's going to lead Thomas right into Lattimore. So you have to be careful. If Lattimore's dropping way back, you don't really have a play there, and you need to look for your second or third reads. So my first read is, what can I do with Thomas? My second read is, do I need to go to the drag quickly because they're saying, a blitz, or they're playing man and he's just so wide open? With my last read being, in this one, my tight end Hess. So Hess wasn't going to be open. Thomas's route was going to lead him right to Lattimore. I knew I had time and protection, and I could hit the drag route. All right, last play. Here we go. Nice little vertical play here. So on my vertical play here against this is a dime defense. I'm pretty sure this is going to be my dime defense. 4 rushers coming at me. So I know I don't have all day like I do with like 3 down rushers coming at me. I'm going to read the safeties first. If it's cover 2 man where they go back, I know that I got to go Shepard or Hess kind of towards the middle of the field, throw something high and let him go make a play. If this is cover 4, it gets super complicated. You got to just pick the guy that you think you got the best route and throw it up, and hopefully he goes and makes a play here. If this is like a cover 1, something like that, then I'm trying to hit one of my outside guys. It's not a good throw, but again, that looked like a cover 4 or something like that, and I thought I could push it. See, now this is going to be more of a man defense, so you got to get this ball out pretty quick, and I'm going to be looking for Harris on this, with Hess as a second one. So anyway, it's just a quick video that I figured I would do just to give a quick rundown on some of the offensive things that I think and that I do. I think the biggest thing is creating a playbook that fits your style of offense. I'll give you a rundown of why I built my playbook real quick, and then I'll get everybody out here. I really built my playbook. What we know here in the OMFL is true is you're going to see a lot of 2 tight ends. It kind of gives you a power formation. The fullback does some funky stuff, and so I've kind of moved to that a little bit. I'm more of like a old school offense, like power run game, and then spread them out pass game, which kind of makes it easy for people to get a read on what you're doing. So I love I formation. It's always going to be my favorite formation. This gives me some fluidity in the plays that I can play. I got the regular pro set, bring them in close. I love my plays here in close where I can get those out routes, you can get those drags, get those stretches that can kind of break wide open for you. And then I've got a slot flex. If I'm playing a lot of zone or facing a lot of zone, I can put 2 receivers on one side and really try to attack you with a linebacker. I added in a lot more single back again to bring me a lot more 2 tight ends. I like that ability to put them all on one side and be able to attack some zone defenses that I'm facing. I like a good wing tight, especially in the goal line inside the 3 or 4 or 5 yard line, right? This kind of opens up more than what the goal line has for you. And then I can also spread you out here. I don't have a ton of 3 and 4 receiver, single back formations. I don't want to fall into the habit of ever calling too many of those gimmicky plays. Again, weak, strong, and I formation. Those are fundamentals in my playbook. They will be in all of my playbooks just because they're just good base professional setups that I can go run. And just like the I formation, same thing. I got the normal base formation, and then I can stick everybody to one side. Same thing here, right? I've got the normal base formation, put everybody to one side, bring everybody close. There's a couple plays that I love in there. Rob calls me out about the angle out. I love hitting Thomas on this. If you play me in a zone, I can hit my second receiver here. If I'm in man, I've either got the out route or I've got the post route with the tight end. Also love the halfback off tackle, where I can either bounce it out or keep it in because it kind of goes right there on that line, and depending on how you play it, opens up some doors. I also like the pistol. A lot like the single back, it just kind of opens up some of those 2 tight end, 3 wide receiver formations that I like to run. A lot of options out of the bunch, right? You can really get a guy who's playing you in a lot of man defenses confused with that. I like having the 2 tight ends in the different formations here. I like bringing in the 3 receiver, and I like a lot of these formations because I do like to run with my quarterback every now and then, so I have a few read option plays in these options as well, and it kind of just opens up my playbook a little bit more. And then just the old-fashioned fullback house base, right? You can play this inside the goal line, inside the 5-yard line, opens up a lot of pass opportunities out of here. And I think if you set it up right, you can trick somebody with a pass play out of that. And then finally, the gun. I start with the Saints playbook as my formation, and so this comes with a lot of shotgun formations. And after a couple of seasons, I usually kind of get a feel for my team, feel for my play calling, and I'll dump a couple of these and I'll add in a couple more. Now that I don't have a Taysom Hill anymore, I got rid of all, and a Drew Brees, I got rid of all the 5 wide. I just don't like them in this game. I don't like the route combinations coming out of them. I like the route combinations out of these way better, and it gives me that opportunity to have Kamar coming out of the backfield either in an angle or a flat route, or even a what's the word I'm looking for? A screenplay. That's what I'm looking for. To me, building a playbook and pass plays are all about route combinations. Can you get that deep, medium, and shallow level of play so that you can quickly read the defense and make the decision that you want? Doesn't mean that you're going to always make the right decision, but I like having a good combination of routes that really play off of, and that you can find the plays that fit for you. So nothing super earth-shattering, but that's how I think. And again, if you want to see more about how I do this in real games, come join me for my Saints and Sinners that happens anytime I have an OMFL game, and I'll try to coach out loud and tell you what I'm thinking. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I hope that this has helped. If you got any questions, put them here in the comments. I'll give you my perspective, more answers, or if you're here in the OMFL, go put them part of the Press Pass live mailbag, and I'll give some answers, and we'll come back and do one of these in another week or two and do it on the defense, and then we'll start to maybe specialize on zone run plays or screen plays, or we'll just kind of share different tips and tricks about what we do. All right, have a great rest of your night. God bless you. Peace.